Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Arizona Cardinals. On the visitors' sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. Across from him, his counterpart, the Cardinals' Jonathan Gannon. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this build. The Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Check that, street. Ready, go!
Now Moore, off the bootleg. And his throw here's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Looking to throw. Moore finds his running back, James Conner. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Moore. A short one here caught by McBride. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Here's Moore. Off play action. He'll try and do this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. From the gun, again to Conner. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Moore. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
So out now come the Cardinals. Moore now, throwing to start the drive. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
At the 49-yard line.
To throw is Moore. Off the play fake. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Joshua Hines-Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back to throw. Moore. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Moore, off play action. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Josh Hines-Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. We'll get this to Connor underneath. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he puts up the football near his own goal line. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Throwing to start the drive. Moore. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trayvon Walker in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. On third down, it's Connor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. Now Moore throwing to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, here's the option. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second.
Devon Hamilton in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Moore. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw. Moore. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He finds a his man complete. It's Harrison. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. They'll get 10. The Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here's Moore, throwing to start the drive. This is taken in by McBride. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they run the option here on first and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. He finds his man complete. That's Harrison. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's in the space past the 25. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
An option handoff given to Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Connor on the read option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. There it is, 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They're going for it with the option right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Here we go, 1st and goal.
He's back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jags, they keep pace in the playoff race.